I don't know if you, who's seen the hecklings and all of that whole thing about Michael Richards and when he was getting heckled and how he couldn't dare perform. Y'all seen that? Yeah, it's crazy. All right, right here, this is a brief history of the word nigga. All right, there's some things in which that is inaccurate in here, as we're gonna get ready to see a little bit later. But we'll go over a little view. History of the word nigga can be traced back to a Latin word niger, meaning black. All right, this word became, now as you see, there's only one in the word Latin word niger. Of course, we know that that word even existed prior to the Latin, because there's a damn country in Africa called what? Niger. As well as the feminine aspect of Niger, which is the masculine, is what? Nigeria. And the river Niger runs up through both of the countries, right? And that's where they claim that they found some of our ancestors on, in which that they claim that they brought over here, right? Of course, we know about maybe 15% of our genetic structure do come recently from there, but the other 85 is actually from right here, all right? But it goes on. And it says, this word became a noun, Negro, black person, in English, and simply the color black in Spanish and Portuguese. All right, now you go to the dictionary, you're not going to see it being a noun, it's going to be an adjective. All right, just like black is now as an adjective. It says one can compare to a Negro, the derogatory nigger, and early English substitutes such as niga, niga, Niger, and Nagor. The development in the lexical semantic true version in English. It is probable that nigger is a phonetic spelling of the white southern mispronunciation of Negro. All right. Of course, we can go a little bit more into that in a minute. Get through some of these slides first. All right, you see that nigger milk right there? And it says ink on the bottle which that the baby is drinking. But these are, as you know, these some of the caricatures in which that they used to use back in the early 1920s on up until the 1960s. All right, and still uses now. Sometimes you catch like Mexico slipping up and putting that shit on a stamp or something, or either Japan, you know what I'm saying, they got a little group out there, I think it's Korean or Japan, one of them little Asian groups in which that they dress up in blackface. Who's seen that shit? Japanese? Yeah, they dressing up in blackface. All right, and then it goes, it says right here, this is the first line from the popular children's story called 10 Little Niggas. It reads like this: 10 little nigger boys went out there dying. One choked in his little self, and then there was 9. 9 little niggas, boys set up late. One overslept, and then there was 8. 8 little niggas traveled in Devon. One said he'll stay there, and then there was 7. It says 7 little niggas chopping up sticks. One chopped himself in half, and then there was 6. 6 little nigger boys playing in a hive. A bumblebee stung one, and then there was 5. 5 little nigger boys going into law. One got in Chauncey, and then there was 4. 4 little nigger boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowing one, and then there was 3. 3 little nigger boys walking in the zoo. The big bear hugging one, and then there was 2. 2 little nigger boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up, and then there was 1. 1 little nigger boy living all alone. He got married, and then there was none. All right. This is published in 1939. Agatha Christian published a book called The 10 Little Niggas. All right. Y'all might want to write that down and check that out. And it goes into more detail on the dehumanizing way in which they got us to view the word nigger. All right. Once again, all this was recently. All this was recent. All right. In 1969, there was a comic book in which that produced. Matter of fact, I think it was from Submariner. If y'all remember, he was the supposedly the king of Atlantis. All right. In the book, he battled this villain called the Naga. All right. And it says his Naga is a member of the water-breathing humanoid race, Homo Marinus, which settled in Lemuria. All right, Lemuria, actually El Lemuria. All right, centuries after the continent was submerged during the Great Catastrophe or Cataclysm, and it says approximately 6,000 years, the Naga, 600 years, the Naga was rulers of the Lemuria. All right, and it goes on about how Submariner battled the Naga people or beings, you know what I'm saying, in this comic book. All right, and this was in 1969. You're getting ready to tie it in a minute. But right here, this is from David Icke's book. It says, The Serpent by Any Other Name. David Icke, all right? You get it from off his website. But as you see there, the term Naga is Najini, effeminate, an Indian serpent lord, son of Kadaru, daughter of Daksha, and a title of the spiritual power among humans. What is it? A title of spiritual power among humans. Literally. The last word is literally. Okay? Stick to that. This shit ain't allegorical. It ain't metaphysical. It's literal. Okay? Sanskrit for serpent. The Naga spirits bring rain, hence the rain dance of the Africans and Native Americans, and rule the underworld. Asar, known as the Lord of the Perfect Black. And you being the Asarian people or the Heru people. All right? And it states right there, it says their language is called Naga Krita. The Nagas are manifestations of Agni, the fire, the fury spirit of spiritual guardians, divided into 4 classes: heavenly, divine, earthly, and or hidden. It says right there, hold on, let me get it. All right, Naga Bushhane. It says Naga representing the energy of death. Naga Kayan, okay? That goes right back to my man Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? He got the name of the serpent. And right here, wonder why he's the only one that spoke out about Bush during the damn event. One of the only rappers to speak out the first one to speak out about it. You remember that about the Katrina disaster? Bush don't like black people? Okay, wonder why? Because his name is part of that. A 5 or 9-headed Naga, a counterpart of the god Vishnu. All right? And then you got Nagal. It says Mexican serpent spirit guardian. That coincides to Quetzalcoatl, all right, who's known as the plumed serpent, to Kukulkan, all right, to Gutamaz, to Verakasha. All right? These are all the names in which that spirit correlates to. Also, it's spelled Nagal, N-A-A-C-A-L, Nagal. All right? And it says right here, Nadingal. It says another name for Dingal. All right? And it says Neheb Kan. Excuse me. Neheb Kanu. It says Egyptian serpent with human arms and legs, a servant of Ra, which is the sun. The great serpent underworld, and upon which the world rests. That's deep. We're going to get into that. Negizida. It says another name for Zu. It says Nedhag, a Norse serpent at the base of the tree, right? Symbolizing as the physical body being the tree, the family tree, the base chakra. It says devoured bones of fallen humanity. All right, it says Nugun, a Chinese serpent, golden form, the first people. So right there it says a Chinese serpent, goddess, who formed the first people. All this is talking about the Kundalini energy, in which that brother Bobby Hemmitt is going to break down in a few minutes for y'all. All right, what it symbolizes is that the Naga spirit resides at the base chakra, which is the underworld. All right, and that is from there in which that issue forth life, because it is the sexual energy in which that you utilize in order to bring forth what? Human beings. All right, so this is the whole science.